This morning on DC News Now, the radar is quiet. It will remain quiet through the day today and for much of tomorrow, but it's tomorrow night. I'll be watching our next weather maker that's back out towards our west. And yes, we're going to be tracking all types of different wintry precipitation. So I'll have more details on that coming up in my full weather forecast.
Also coming up this morning, first he was fired, now indicted by a grand jury. The new legal troubles for former Loudoun County School Superintendent. We'll tell you what we know about the charges.
A suspected killer in court. A man accused of shooting a gas station clerk is now charged with killing 2 others. What police are saying about the gruesome discovery inside his apartment.
And triple-demic concerns. With the holidays quickly approaching, doctors are raising the flags over COVID-19, the flu, and RSV. What you need to know to stay safe this holiday season.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey James.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. A cold start to our Tuesday morning here across the DMV. Let's go right to meteorologist Jackie Layer with a check on our Tuesday forecast. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. The Capitol building this morning, we're just tracking a few clouds out there and also a bit of a breeze in the district, making it feel a little bit colder than those actual air temperatures. But out there, we are seeing quiet conditions on the radar. But as I had mentioned before, we're watching this system back out towards our west, out towards the plains, as well as extending back over towards the Rockies and even out towards Colorado, where they're seeing some blizzard-like conditions at times developing later on today, and also seeing some snow right now. But back over towards Texas as well as Oklahoma, and we're seeing some rain showers and some stronger thunderstorms, and then also a wintry mix off towards the north. Winter storm watch has been issued out ahead of this storm that's expected to move in late Wednesday night, so late tomorrow night. And this winter storm watch goes into effect 7 p.m. tomorrow, continues through 1 a.m. Friday morning, and again, that's for the westernmost parts of our viewing area. Highs today expected to climb into the low 40s. Right now, starting off with those temperatures, upper 20s to low to mid 30s for many locations. So again, low to mid 40s later on this afternoon, just a touch cooler than we saw yesterday afternoon, and the wind shouldn't be nearly as strong as what we saw yesterday as well. I'll certainly have more details on the timing of some of that wintry mix, as well as who's going to be seeing mainly rain with this system. That's all coming up in just a couple of minutes. But right now, I do want to toss it over to Shanika with the on-point traffic update. How's it looking out there this morning?
Well, you may find some problems coming out of Frederick, heading south on 270. It's looking like right near Buckystown Pike, Maryland 85, you're going to find an incident. Other than that, you're looking good once you get down to Democracy Boulevard. That north and southbound, those lanes are looking good, and you can see you're mostly all in the green. But again, coming out of Frederick, heading southbound, so right after Buckystown Pike, you're going to find that problem, and that's why you're seeing a little bit of yellow in the area. That outer loop is starting to slow down right near Georgia Avenue. You're starting to see a lot of cars head out as everyone heading to work and school. 95 north and southbound is looking good. 29 Georgia Avenue, and the list goes on. Everything mostly is all green.
All right, thank you, Shanika. New this morning, several people were evacuated from their homes in northwest D.C. overnight after a gas leak. D.C. Fire and EMS crews say that a car hit a gas meter for a building right along Kennedy Street. Now, this all happened at about 9 o'clock last night. Crews from Washington Gas were able to stop that leak about 90 minutes later. Fortunately, no one was hurt. And happening today, 2 top officials for Loudoun County Schools will appear in court later this afternoon. Virginia's Attorney General just unsealed grand jury indictments against them.
And DC News Now's Lex Juarez joins us live from the courthouse this morning. And Lex, what can you tell us about these charges?
Yeah, former Superintendent Scott Ziegler and Public Information Officer Wade Byard are going to be in court today at 2 o'clock. They're both facing charges from a grand jury. Now, those charges, as far as Ziegler goes, he faces 3: a count of false publication, prohibited conduct, and penalizing an employee for a court appearance. The count of false publication references what a grand jury calls a bold-faced lie, when the former superintendent said he had no knowledge of any assaults in school bathrooms. Byard faces 1 count of felony perjury for lying under oath. He was placed on leave shortly after the indictment was unsealed yesterday. Parents call the indictments awesome, hoping that they lead to more transparency from the school system.
They're going to help us keep knocking bricks out of the wall between LCPS and the moms and dads of Loudoun County.
Now, the school board will be meeting later this evening, and on their agenda, they have set to discuss those grand jury findings from that report that came out at the beginning of last week and the next steps that they're going to take moving forward. Live in Loudoun County, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
Thank you, Lex. Happening today, the man who allegedly killed a pregnant woman and a gas station clerk is set to appear in court again to be arraigned on new charges. Tory Moore appeared in court for the very first time on Monday. He was held without bond in connection to the murder of a gas station employee in White Oak. A judge also set a competency hearing for him. During a search of Moore's apartment last week, police say they found a decomposing body of a pregnant woman. Police say the 26-year-old woman was believed to be about 8 months pregnant at the time of her death. He is set to be arraigned on those charges related to her death today.
And your time right now is 6:05 this morning. A former Loudoun County priest will spend nearly a decade in jail after pleading guilty to sexually abusing a teenager 40 years ago. Prosecutors say the abuse happened in 1985 while Scott Asseloni was working at St. Francis de Sales Catholic Church in Purcellville. Asseloni was quietly removed from his parish in the 90s after the allegations were made against him. After his arrest 2 years ago, David Grosso, a D.C. council member at the time, came forward as a victim. Asseloni will be sentenced in April. And Prince George's County Police charged two 14-year-olds with armed carjacking of a rideshare driver this weekend. Police say the teenagers used this replica BB gun to steal the driver's car in Temple Hills Saturday afternoon. Officers then spotted the stolen car and attempted to stop the suspects, who crashed the car and tried taking off on foot. Both minors were caught and charged with carjacking before being sent to a juvenile detention center. And Maryland's largest school district is sending an urgent message to the school community about the dangers of fentanyl.
DC News Now, Cheyenne Corinne covers Montgomery County and spoke with a parent who has a message for other families after losing her son to a fentanyl overdose.
He said, "Oh, Mom, don't worry, I would never mess with fentanyl." And that was not even 24 hours before he passed.
Happy birthday, dear Matthew. Dina Loudon lost her son Matthew in 2020. The 21-year-old MCPS graduate overdosed after taking a pill he thought was Xanax, but instead it was fentanyl cut with Ritalin.
In Matthew's situation, it can be somebody that goes to a party and someone offers them some kind of substance and it can be laced with it, and it could be their first time using and they can die.
According to Montgomery County Police, 95% of overdoses this year involved fentanyl. And there have been multiple deadly overdoses in Prince George's and Prince William counties in recent weeks. Because of this dangerous trend impacting young people, MCPS sent an urgent message to families about synthetic opioids.
There's no escaping the loss that you feel as a parent who's lost a child.
In January, Walt Whitman High School sophomore Landon Hausman overdosed after ingesting a counterfeit pill laced with fentanyl. I spoke to his father, Mark, in September.
Parents, we have to understand that our children are being approached by people who are interested in selling them dangerous narcotics.
And Dina's message to parents is talk to your child now, before this is the only way you can.
Even though I talk to him at home and I talk to him in the car, this is where I feel closest to him.
And also in Maryland, there's a Good Samaritan law that protects anyone assisting in an overdose emergency from being arrested. Now, tomorrow, MCPS is discussing how the school community is responding to this alarming trend. They also will demonstrate how to administer Narcan. Reporting in Rockville, I'm Cheyenne Corinne for DC News Now.
And happening today, President Biden is expected to sign the Respect for Marriage Act into law, protecting the right to marriage regardless of sex, race, ethnicity, or national origin. The legislation requires governments to recognize same-sex and interracial marriages, even if the Supreme Court repeals the ruling which protects them.
And in Virginia, State Senator Jennifer McClellan is planning to make a major announcement this morning. The Democrat is expected to announce a campaign to fill the seat of late Representative Donald McEachin. McClellan's announcement comes shortly after Governor Glenn Youngkin revealed a tight timeline in the special election. The timeline requires Democrats to select a nominee by the primary vote 1 week from today.
And an emotional ceremony in Western Maryland yesterday as loved ones and people in the community said goodbye to Fire Chief Zachary Reed. Reed was an 18-year veteran of the Clear Spring Volunteer Fire Company. He also spent 8 years with the city of Hagerstown. The 32-year-old leaves behind a wife and 3 daughters. Also today, Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm is planning to announce a major scientific breakthrough.
That is right. That announcement is expected to be about fusion energy, the very same energy that powers the sun and stars. Granholm's announcement comes after researchers in California produced more energy in a fusion reaction than was used to ignite it. Now, that is referred to as net energy gain and has never been accomplished in a fusion reaction before. Proponents of the energy believe it could produce nearly limitless carbon-free energy in the future, accelerating the shift away from the use of fossil fuels.